Yes, it is.
Hi, Samuel. I was just on the video link. I did it wrong. Sorry.
Oh, that's okay. Well, great to hear from you. I saw your post on social media, suggested you book a call, so here we are. I've seen that you've got some questions around finding investors and.
Well, things have kind of developed since then.
Okay.
I did try and send an email in to update.
That's fine.
I sent out some emails to people. So I'm a solicitor. I've got my own. Well, I did have my own law firm, which closed as a result of COVID. But I just emailed a few clients. I've had a chap that I did business with. He lives in Russia, but he's got a few businesses in the UK. He's asked me to locate land for him to build 250 houses. And if I can do that, some of his friends want to invest in different things. And I've just had a call with three investors this morning who now want me to be their deal sourcer. And they've just asked, they're quite interested in one of the properties. So I've just put an offering on that, but it's on the market for 350. It just needs a modernising. So I think I could make quite a bit of money on deal sourcing on just that deal if it comes through.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I have. I only started last week. My first week's not over yet, but I'm just any advice or anything that you can give me, particularly this larger deal, I would greatly appreciate it.
That's cool. Great. Well, one of the reasons I wanted to take your call was because I could see that you were taking massive action and stuff, and you were, had good, high energy, and I just thought I'm going to jump on this call myself. But I mean, I do jump on quite a lot of the calls, but not obviously every call. So okay. So let me ask you a question. So literally, like when we spoke on social media a couple of days ago, you were saying that you were struggling to get investors and stuff like that. And now already you're saying that's not so much an issue. What did you do to get these investors? Like, what happened?
Okay, so I don't know. So Wednesday was my first day last week, and I think I popped that post on either Wednesday or Thursday, and I put a couple of posts on social media, basically with the deals that I'd found, just summarising what they were and asking if anybody would be interested.
Yeah.
And sent a couple of emails to people I knew in my personal network, just asking if they knew anyone who ever invested in property. And the first day or two was really, really slow, but by the end of the Thursday afternoon, which was the second day, my inbox was just pinging and pinging and pinging. And Friday morning, I got this email from the Russians saying, the smaller properties are great, Sam, but look, I want to buy some land to build a property of 250 houses. And I was like, oh, okay. And then, it kind of just snowballed from there. My phone has not stopped ringing all weekend. I've got 10 calls registered today with different investors. I just had one estate agent agree to put me on. She'll give me deals 2 days before they go on market. So, it's kind of just gone...
Sounds like it's flying. So the 250 house thing, that's an investor that said they want that, not a deal that you found. That's just someone that's saying that that's what they're looking for. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. What I would probably do as well, and it's interesting, it's probably the right way around. So I think it's more effective finding investors first and then finding them something, rather than just finding a random deal and then desperately trying to find an investor for that deal. So you've already got. Have you actually got any deals already in the bag? You said, because you said you posted some deals on social media.
Not officially. So this property that's got you could probably earn over 100,000 just by investing and selling it.
Yeah.
The two sisters have refused to take any more viewings. But I've just said to the estate agent, look, I've got cash buyers. They said that they can complete in 2 weeks. There's no chain. I just need, basically what they've done is they've extended into the loft and the cellar, but without planning permission.
Yeah.
So I've tried to ask the estate agent for a few details regarding how long ago it was done, because I know if it's over 10 years, it's easy to get the planning. But even I just said to the client on the phone, I said, look, even worst case scenario, if you get it as a 3-bed, I said the one that sold at 485 was a 3-bed.
And how much have you got it for?
It's up for 350.
Right, nice. Okay. So So that sounds great. So you've got investors that are wanting to pay you money. You've got deals, and you've got property opportunities. So what do you need? What do you need from me right now?
Well, I suppose so. This one with the Russian is scaring the hell out of me because obviously I kind of told him I was starting off anyway, so he knows I'm a bit of a novice because that was the purpose of my introductory email. And I've just been doing some training online. Now, my cousin, I found out, she's basically introduced me to people who have land, who give it off record, because they're all her clients. So she sent me about 10 emails this morning giving me introductions, which is great. I'm worried that if the Russian comes back, so now I've got this introduction, I think I'm going to be able to source the land in Manchester or Liverpool quickly. I just don't know what to do, so I'm thinking, can you help me in any way? Hold him, because I don't want, obviously I want to do a good impression so he uses me again. I think he comes to me because he trusts me, and he said that if we can do it, he's got friends that want to invest in the UK in property and things.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking, well, I haven't got a freaking clue what I'm doing.
What does he actually want?
You and me.
Okay, couple things is, what does he want, and is he serious? Those are the two things that I'd want to know. So firstly, what does he want? What's he actually looking for? A piece of land that he can build 250 houses on, or is he looking for a particular amount of net profit, or what?
Ideally, he wants land that he can build up to 250 houses. If it's less, he'll still consider it, but ideally up to 250 houses. He said he is interested in the smaller deals, but he wants a development, not kind of flip deals. Mm-hmm. Which is what I try to sell him.
And what kind of profit is he wanting to make, and where is he looking?
So he ideally wants it in Manchester because the area's booming, possibly Liverpool, but ideally Manchester. Okay. We've not mentioned about profit. I know he's quite a high net worth individual.
Yeah, because he'll be looking for a particular. I imagine if he's a smart investor, he'll be looking for a particular. He won't just be looking for a piece of land where he can build 200 houses, because anyone can buy a piece of land and build 200 houses on it. But you got to be able to actually make money on it. So it's about finding an opportunity where he can make money. I mean, the second question as well, because one of the things that I've seen a lot of people do is they have an investor that says they've got millions of pounds and they're looking for something huge. And then the deal sourcer goes out, spends 2-3 weeks busting a gut trying to find something, only to realise that actually the investor is, really picky, or hasn't even got money at all. He's a deal sourcer himself that's looking for some other, and you actually get caught up in a daisy chain of, so what I would probably do is I'd say to him, look, I'll happily search for something for you. Can I see your funds? And can you outline exactly what kind of profit you're expecting to make? And can I see some ID?
Yeah.
And if he won't give you that, then it's a big red flag.
Yeah, so
if he will.
That was on my post last week. I'd had an issue with somebody who wouldn't give me ID, so I'd just give them a massive wide berth.
That was what prompted me to take this call, actually, because you were saying, is it too much to expect people to give ID? And my thinking is, absolutely not. If you're wanting to have a serious relationship with somebody and you're going to spend weeks trying to find them a deal with zero confirmation that they're actually going to buy the deal once you find it, at least they can do is give you some form of ID and proof of funds. If you're an estate agent and you go around saying to an estate agent, I'm looking to buy this, the first thing they'll say is, I want to see proof of funds. So it's no different. So that I'd be wanting to see that, and it wouldn't surprise me if this Russian guy won't give it to you. And if he won't give it to you, then it probably means that he hasn't actually got the money.
Okay.
So that's next, right? Let's say he goes, all right, here's my proof of funds, and he shows you he's got 3 million in the bank. He's got photo ID, and all is good. Then I would say to him, awesome. So my Russian investor friend, whatever his name is, what I'll do now is I'm going to spend the next 3 to 4 weeks trying to find you the perfect investment opportunity. Now, if I don't find it to you, that's fine. But what I want to do, just to get a little bit of commitment up front, is I want to take a £2,000 deposit off you up front, and then I'm going to spend 4 weeks trying to find you something. Now, if I don't find you anything that fits the bill, we're going to have terms and conditions in place that says that your 2,000 deposit will be refunded to you after 4 weeks. Or you can renew it to another 4 weeks, but that's your prerogative. If I do find something suitable for you and you like it, then you can pay the outstanding balance of the finder's fee, whatever that figure is that you agree. And in that way, you're not frantically rushing around for people like a headless chicken that aren't actually going to buy anyway. And most people, if I'm an investor and I've got 3 million, and you're going to spend weeks of your time hunting for a perfect deal for me, I'll give you £2,000 up front.
Yeah, because you're serious about it.
Yeah, I'm serious. And the only reason I wouldn't would be because I thought I didn't believe in you. I thought that you weren't, great. But if I thought that, then I'm not going to buy off you anyway. So it's a whole waste of time. So it's almost like a bit of we call it a trip wire.
Okay.
So it's almost like
there's a lot of scam artists out there.
no, they're not scam artists. There's a lot of time wasters out there.
Right. So they like the idea of investing, but they
Yeah.
don't really put.
Or their second uncle's best friend's cousin said that he's looking for a piece of land, and they're thinking, oh, I think maybe I'll be able to get in on it somehow as a JV, and they just send you out looking frantically, but they actually, I mean, listen, there's also a lot of serious investors that have got millions looking to invest, but I wouldn't get excited about someone just saying something without proof of funds and ID, and then if they give you that, then I'll be taking a fee off them up front. And even on smaller deals, you can do this. If someone says to you, I'm looking for a BRR deal in Manchester and I've got 200 grand in the bank and I just want to find a nice deal, you can put them on a bespoke sourcing package, which is really good because where you just say, look, all right, look, how about this? Let me see your ID and let me see your proof of funds. Excellent. Next, I'm going to spend 4 weeks trying to find something. Give me £1,000, and then if I find something, I'll ask for the remaining fee, which would be £2,000 because my entire fee will be £3,000. So I'll take £1,000 up front, and then I'll search for you. And anything I find that's decent, I'll pass your way. And then that way, what you're doing is you're going out there looking for deals, and then anything you find, you're passing them to your bespoke investors. And you don't need a massive list of investors. You only need 3 or 4 of those people, and then boom, you're good. And then when you find deals, from estate agents, you're able to say to the estate agent, look, I'm actually a cash buyer. You know your situation, rather than just being a bit like lost. So yeah. I think that's probably what I would recommend doing. I don't know if that's helpful.
Yeah, and so I was told on the land deals that if so the seller of the land gives you a percentage for finding the buyer, and so the lady that I spoke to on Friday, she said they pay a standard 4%. You can negotiate up, but the standard is 4% from the seller of the land. So does that sound right?
Yeah. So there are people that will pay you a fee for finding a buyer. The only thing is, I don't know what the rules are on it, but there might be a rule against it. But just generally speaking, just even ethically and morally, I think when you're charging a fee to the buyer and a fee to the seller, there's a bit of a conflict of interest because...
Yeah, no, so that's why I wouldn't... my plan wasn't to charge a fee so on the bigger deals, because the seller was paying a percentage.
Yeah, that's great, but the thing is...
I was going to be upfront with the client and say, look, you don't need to pay me anything because they are, but if anything falls through, you're going to have to guarantee me something.
Here's what it comes down to. It comes down to who is your client. The person that's paying you money is your client, and they're the person that you're interested about. You're going to serve their best interest. So if the landowner is saying to you, I'll give you 4% to find me a buyer, your client and your customer and the person that you're trying to get the best deal for is the landowner. If the investor's paying you a fee, then your client, the person that you're trying to get the best deal for, is the buyer. So if you're buying from an estate agent, the estate agent's going to charge the seller a fee. That's fine because you're not getting any of that fee. If you're charging both parties a fee, I don't know if there's if it's illegal, but I would definitely say it's bad business practice, and I wouldn't recommend it.
I wouldn't do that. I would feel obviously I'm a solicitor, so I would feel torn. Doing that, and I'm a very ethical person, and I just do things because I like to help people. So I absolutely have no interest in double charging. I just wanted to check if it was right that the seller pays you a percentage, but okay, I've missed the point that really then if they're paying me the percentage, it's the seller of the land that's my client over and above the person buying the land.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of introducing them. But I would be okay to put in place something to say, look, if you ever want to buy another piece of land, you two can't deal with each other with cutting me out.
Yeah.
You include
Yeah.
things like that.
Absolutely. Yeah, you can. If I were you, I would be saying, my goal is I want to get 3 people to pay me some money in the next 2 weeks.
Yeah, well, to be honest, I've set myself a week target.
Well, there we go, even better.
So I'm ticking.
Even better. But if you get along the way, any time you get stuck, I mean, you can book these calls unlimited as a Samuel 365 member. You can jump on a call. They are 15 minutes. I'm going to have to wrap up because I've got another call scheduled. But anytime you get stuck, any specific questions or anything you need a tool, just book a call and we'll be here to help and assist you along the way.
Perfect. Okay, and you just do that online as normal.
Yeah.
Brilliant. And if I needed help with that, is that something you would help partner up with, or do you think it'd be okay on my own?
Maybe. You send over a proposal. Well, not just me, but I mean, geez, this community, everyone in the community, everyone's open to business, including myself.
Perfect. Okay, that's great. Well, thank you so much. I've seen that you're on a flight, so you're doing another challenge at the moment, are you?
I am indeed.
Well, good luck with that. I hope you do really well, whoever it is.
Thanks so much. I'll speak to you soon.
All right.
Bye now.
Thanks so much for your call. Have a great day.
Bye now.